There is something undeniably magnetic about innocence, a purity that stirs the deepest desires within, the untouched, the purest form of a soul. It's as if you can taste their sweetness in every moment. In the quiet of the night, when everything else fades away, it's the thought of untainted love that ignites a fire deep within. The innocence, the vulnerability, it's a temptation you can't ignore. The beauty of discovering someone new, someone who hasn't yet felt the world's sharp edges, is like peeling back the first layers of a mystery you're eager to solve. There's something mesmerizing about a love untouched by the harshness of time, something raw and beautiful about the experience of innocence being slowly uncovered. When you look at someone who hasn't yet been marked by life, you see an endless possibility of sweetness, a purity that begs to be cherished, protected, and explored. The first taste of innocence, untainted and sweet, lingers on your lips long after the moment has passed. There's nothing more intoxicating than the first time. Virgins in all their untouched glory hold a world of potential. Their hearts beat with a purity that calls to something primal within us, something that yearns to protect and possess. There's an undeniable sweetness to innocence, as if it's a flavor that has never been tasted before, a delicate sweetness that promises a world of possibilities yet to unfold. The world of the untouched is one of pure exploration, where every glance, every touch, feels like the first sip of something sweet and new. To encounter innocence is to experience the first rush of something forbidden, something sweet, something that your soul craves yet never truly understands. Every step closer to innocence feels like you're walking into a dream, a place where purity exists, untouched by the world's harshness, where sweetness lingers in every breath. In their untouched nature, virgins hold the sweetest promises, each moment spent with them like tasting something forbidden yet endlessly enchanting. There's a beauty in innocence, a vulnerability that draws you closer. It's the sweetness of untouched love that makes the heart race and the mind wander. To love someone untouched by the world is to experience life in its purest form, a sweetness that promises something deeper, something transcendent. Their sweetness is like the first drop of honey, pure and undiluted. Innocence is a thing of beauty, something you protect, cherish, and savor with every touch. With each innocent moment, you find yourself falling deeper, drawn to a sweetness that makes the world stand still and the heart race with anticipation. In their untouched state, there's a purity that captivates. The sweetness of innocence is like a melody that plays softly in the background of your mind. Unforgettable. To be with someone untouched by the world is to experience a kind of sacredness, a purity that stirs something primal and sweet inside you. When you find someone who hasn't been touched by the world's cold hands, you find something soft, something sweet, something worth cherishing forever. In their innocence lies a treasure trove of emotions waiting to be unlocked, a sweetness that can only be experienced when you've tasted the purest form of love. The allure of the untouched is irresistible, a sweetness that tempts you to dive deeper into a world where purity and desire coexist in perfect harmony. There's a sacredness in innocence, a sweetness that clings to every word, every touch. It's a purity you can't help but long to savor over and over again. In the untouched, there's a kind of magic, a sweetness that draws you in, makes you yearn for more, a purity that never fails to ignite something deep within. Their untouched beauty is a promise, a secret world of sweetness waiting to be discovered, slowly and with care, like savoring the first taste of something incredible. The sweetness of virginity lies in the unknown, in the thrill of discovering a world that's untouched, untainted by the world's harshness, and filled with the promise of something new. Virgins carry with them a purity that is both intoxicating and mesmerizing. It's the kind of sweetness that you can taste in their every breath, a lingering temptation. In their untouched world, innocence and desire are intertwined, creating a sweetness that can only be found in the delicate balance between the two. Their sweetness isn't just skin deep, it's in the way they move, the way they breathe, the way they make the world feel like it's a place of purity and promise. With every moment spent with someone untouched, you discover layers of sweetness, feelings that you never knew existed, desires that awaken deep within your soul. There's an undeniable beauty in innocence, a sweetness that can't be replicated. It calls to something inside of you, a primal desire to cherish and protect.